What's up, bookish babes? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be reading 200 pages for a whole week. So I got this idea from Throwing Pages here on YouTube. I seen her doing this video and I thought it was an interesting concept. So in order to get through my physical TBR, I thought this would be a great idea to go back and read 200 pages a day of each book. Now, the first book that I'm going to be reading today is actually on my Kindle, and it's called A Worthy Love by A.E. Valdez. And I've been reading this book for so long, and it's not to say that the book is not good, because the book is amazing. I just start reading it, and then another book catch my attention, and I'll read that book, and I just haven't got around to finishing this book. Now, I'm on page, let's see what page I'm on. I'm on page 200 right now, and it's 500 pages total in this book. So we're gonna go ahead and read this so we can get through this book, and I can go ahead and give it the 5-star it deserves, because this book is amazing. I love Asher and I forgot their Marissa. Asher and Marissa in this book, tops here. I love their banter. I love their relationship. I love their friendship. I just love to see them fall in love, basically, because inevitably, I cannot talk today. Inevitability, whatever. They falling in love, because I'm just love watching their friendship and their relationship grow. But we're gonna go ahead and read my 200 pages for tonight, because it is like 10 o'clock already on a Monday. It's May the 1st. So I've been at field day all day with the kids, and I came home and hibernated. So what we're gonna do is read these 200 pages, and once we're done with this, I know I'm not gonna be done with the book after reading 200 pages, because they'll put me at like 300, 400. I cannot. It'll put me at 400 pages. So they'll leave me with 100 more to go. So I might even just finish that off tonight, because this book is so good. It is amazing. So if you haven't read A Worthy Love, I'm gonna put it right here on the screen, by A.E. Valdez. I heard she got some pretty good books. This is the very first one that I read from her, and it's amazing. It's nothing short of amazing. So I'm gonna start running on. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you comment and subscribe, because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, let's go ahead and read this book. I'm talking. Okay guys, so it is Tuesday, and I finished reading my 200 pages of A Worthy Love around like 3 o'clock in the morning last night. And I got home today. I had to go to my nephew field day, so once again I'm ripping around with field days all morning, and that leaves me with a couple hours before the kids got out of school to read my 200 pages. Now, before I started reading my 200 pages, I was scrolling through TikTok, and I came across this lady, and she's a book narrator. Her name is Stella something. I cannot quite remember, but she was on TikTok and she was narrating a book at the same time. It was a book by TL Swarms. Her name, the book is, I think, a villain kiss. A villain kiss. That's the name of the book. And she was narrating the female protagonist in the book point of view, and I was amazed. First of all, I was amazed by the creativity of it all, because the way that she was reading the book, it was nothing like how she normally talks, and I was so intrigued that I just sat there and I was really just like listening to her read the book like I was listening to a true audiobook. Now, she was like, she had like, it just really captivated me so much that I just went and bought the book. Like, I bought the book because it was so good. Like, it was so good. Like, it's a dark romance and it's called A Villain Kiss. This is what it looks like. My Kindle is over there on the charger right now, but this is what the cover looks like. And I was so, like, I only read one, no, T.L. Smith. I only read one book by T.L. Smith, and that was the stopover or something like that, about some rich brothers or something. But I read that one and the book was good, but after listening to her read this book, I had to go buy it. I had to go buy it. I bought it and I started reading it. I read the first 100 pages because after reading 200 pages out of A Worthy Love last night, it's left me with 100 to go. So I read that last 100 and the first 100 of this book. Well, I really listened to her read it, and then I read the male point of view, because like I said, she was reading just the female point of view. Ariana, she was reading Ariana's point of view, and the book starts off from Jake's point of view. So the book starts off, I don't know if you guys can see, but it starts off from Jake's point of view, but she was reading Ariana's point of view, and Ariana, like, she was reading Ariana's point of view, and I was so freaking intrigued by just listening to her read. It was amazing. It was straight amazing. So after I think I listened to her read all the way to chapter 28 of Ariana's. So I know everything that's happening in Ariana's point of view, but I know nothing of what Jake was thinking. So I finished the first 100 pages. It was like a 220 page book. So once I'm finished with this one, then I'm gonna start on another book. But I am like, it's a series though. I'm just all over the place because that was my first time experiencing something like that, and it was amazing. Like, to actually watch someone film them, like, record themselves recording audiobook, and the audiobook comes out on Audible June the 20th, and I'm going to buy the audiobook just because I'm just like so fucking intrigued. Like, that was like the most amazing thing. Like, I don't know, I guess I just love anything creativity, and to watch her do, like, it just was so intriguing to me. It was so intriguing to me. So I'm gonna actually buy the audiobook as well when it come out, even though I'm finished reading this book. But I am going to go back and re-listen to her read that book in June. Like, I want to go back and just listen to her. And I think she said the other guy that was supposed to be reading it is named Antonio. I think Amayo. It was Antonio or something like that. I'm just so intrigued. I'm so intrigued. Like, color me intrigued. But I just wanted to come on and let you guys know that I did finish reading my 200 pages for today. I didn't film it because I was, like I said, I was really listening to, I was reading Jake's point of view, and then I was listening to her read Ariana's point of view. And the thing was, like, she'll stop and talk so that it was just amazing. She was like, oh, y'all can read along with me. You just read along. And I purchased the book and I read along. I read Jake's point of view and then listened to her read Ariana's point of view. And top tier. Dark romance, love it. Jake, we all need, like, Jake is in the mafia, and I love Jake. But I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow because I have to be to work in an hour, and I'm about to, like, just chill, wind down, and get my mind together, get my mind prepared to go to work. because I do take care of people with mental disability, and yeah, I'm mentally preparing myself to go to work. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't have anything to do in the morning besides set up some content ideas that I have, film some content, and other than that, I don't have anything else to do. So you're gonna see me bright and early tomorrow to finish off A Violent Kiss, and then I might actually start rereading a reread of Love and Other Words, because like I said, I really didn't enjoy that book, but I feel like it could have been because I was in a reading slump. So we're gonna reread it together, both of us, all of us. We're gonna reread it together, and I'm gonna see if my opinion stands or was I tripping and I should be in love with this book like everybody else. But we will see. And please, if you don't do nothing else in your life, go to Kindle and buy A Violent Kiss by T.L. Smith. Amazing. Chef Kiss, dark romance. I love it. I'm here. Like, he literally sliced the dude's throat for calling her a slut. Like, let's wait. Here, let's just leave that there, because when he did it, I was just like, I don't condone violence, but girl. But yes, my good girl. Ugh. Anywho, we finished this go. I'm actually thinking about just finish reading this book right now before work, because I'm a little bit too cheesy and too geeky. So we might end up off a whole nother book. We might start just rereading Love and Other Words. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning this time, and not late at night. I need to put this on the charger. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. So what's up, guys? So it is Wednesday, and the last clip did not age well because I ended up giving that book a 2-star. I finished reading it around like 12 o'clock that night, but it was just not, it just, I don't know how to explain my feelings on that book, because the way that they was moving in the book, it was like do I want to, okay, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it for people. So if you haven't read the book and you're thinking about reading the book, I'm going to let you know this is going to be a spoiler, because I just want to thoroughly explain how I felt about the book and why I gave the book a 2-star. So, spoiler alert, I am about to spoil this book. I will let you guys know right here where to skip to if you're planning on reading this book and you don't want it to be spoiled. But I'm going to give you a few seconds because I'm about to spoil it. Okay, so hopefully everybody that's planning on reading it skipped ahead. But the book started off with her. She was married to this rock star, and he basically was looking at her like a trophy wife, and she had to be perfect at all times. He had her on this little pedestal of her being perfect, but meanwhile he was in the street cheating on her. And one night she asked him, like, do you love me? And he couldn't answer the question. So they ended up getting divorced. She ended up moving in with her brother. And before they got divorced, they went to this gala where he basically put her up for auction with the day. He put her up for auction for a fundraiser for a charity gala. A gala, basically. But anyways, he put up for auction, and this guy who's part of the mafia ended up bidding on her and winning a date with her. Now, mind you, he did this without her knowledge, so it was basically a surprise. The lady walked up to him like, I'm glad that you're, we needed one more thing to put up for auction, and Kyler put you up for a date. And she was very much confused, but she went along with it because she said she loved him. But girl, no, that's control. But anyways, when he did that, Jake end up bidding on her and winning. And he owns several clubs, including a sex club. And yeah, the night before, mind you, the night before, she didn't come home because she was almost SA'd and Jake stopped it. So she kind of knew Jake before, matter of fact, I wouldn't even say the night before. I would say like a couple days before. She met him then, and she was surprised to see him and surprised to know that, you know, he knew her husband at the time. So, I mean, in my brain cell, I'm like, well, how the hell you know him if he owned a sex club? Like, what you doing? Like, where you been? Like, what you be having going on? That would have been my brain cell, but you know. So she ended up meeting Jake. Jake ended up winning the dates. Her and her husband ended up getting divorced. Jake called her saying, like, I like my women. Well, he texted her, like, I like my women wear red. And she was like, well, I like my men to wear pink. And he ended up calling her when she was in the process of moving out. And he sent a moving company to help her move within him knowing her for, like, actually completely her knowing him and he knowing her for a day. Then he pops up at her brother's house. How did he know where her brother lived at? Don't know. Stalker vibes. Then, like, then it's like they meet, they go on a couple dates. They've known each other for, like, I say in total a month. And he's already, oh, he's in love with her. She's in love with him. Mind you, she had not gotten divorced yet. And her husband is still coming around. He's sitting, first of all, he filmed her while he was giving her oral. He filmed her without her husband, without her permission and without her knowledge, and sent it over to the husband and was like, this will thank you for letting her go. And this, like, it was just red flags. It was red flags after red flags after red flags. And they was moving extremely too fast for me. And I was very much confused as to how you can fall in love with someone in a month. And then they not even divorced. You having issues. You're choking her in her sleep. Like, you're having serious issues. Like, trauma. Like, trauma bonding. Like, that's what it really was. They was really trauma bonding. The ex-husband records the guy, Jake, saying that he look at his wife as a whore. And his trash is another man's treasure. He come back, tell the girl, like, hey, I signed a divorce paper, and Jake thanks you as an object, and that's it. And replace the recording of what Jake said. Like, it was very much giving me red flags, and I was very much cringed the whole time. So I gave that book a 2-star. But now that that is out the way, we're on to today's read, and it's Wednesday, and we're gonna be reading 200 pages of Happy Place by Emily Henry. I'm happy because, well, you know, I'm in a happy place. I cannot wait to read this because I love all of Emily Henry books. Like, they're like, I love her writing, and everyone is saying, like, this is her best book that she's written so far, and I'm interested in seeing. So I couldn't wait any longer, so I wanted to hop on the train and read this book as well. Everyone's been giving it a 5-star, so I want to see if I have the same reaction as well. But I think before I start reading this, I'm gonna go wash my hair. I took my braids out. I want us to wash my hair and let the deep conditioner sit, but we don't know. I don't know yet. So whenever I start reading, I'll see you guys then. I'm talking. Guys, so it is Thursday night. I finished reading my 200 pages for today. I finished reading the last 185 pages of Happy Place by Emily Henry. I gave this book a 4.5 stars. I enjoyed the book. I enjoyed the atmosphere. I enjoyed the friend group. And since I finished this one, I decided to finish my next 15 pages in A Court of Silver Flames. This book is actually a book on my physical TBR. If you haven't watched me blindly picking my TBR video for this month, you can go check that out. This was one of the books that I picked, so I want to grab the paper back to this book. I have the hardback, but I wanted the paperback because the rest of my books in this series are paperback, and I mean, it's bright orange. But I started reading this. I've really been putting this book off for so freaking long because I did not want to be finished with this world, because I think the next Sarah J Maas book comes out in January 2024. It's May. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep reading. Although I'm done with my 200 pages for today, I'm gonna keep reading. I didn't get any footage of me finishing this book or starting this book, so let's just consider me, you know. But yeah, let's dive into it. What's up, bookish babes? It is Friday, and as you know, I am currently reading A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J Maas. I read the first 15 pages I read Thursday, because that ended off my 200 pages for Thursday, and we're on page 92 right now. So I thought just go ahead and finish my 200 pages for today, so I can go ahead and end today's video for you guys, because I want to just read this book straight through and through without having to stop and film me reading it. So my camera about to die anyway, so you probably get like a few seconds of me reading, and then I'll be outroing this video when I'm done. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Alright guys, so it's like a couple of days later when I'm outroing this video. I finished reading 3.5 books in this video. I read A Worthy Love, which I rated a 4.75, and then I ended up reading A Villain Kiss by TJ Smith or TL Smith, not sure. I gave that a 2 stars. It sounded better when it sounded very interesting when the narrator was reading it, but when I was reading it myself, I was just like, these people are toxic. But yeah, after reading that, I dove into Happy Place, which again I rated a 4.75. I enjoyed the book. The book was extremely good. I love the found family in it. I love, like, it just gave strictly beach read, like a book that you read on a beach. And I want to book a vacation just so I can go read that book on the beach. But yeah, I read that. I gave that a 4.75 star, and then I read, I want to say like 200 pages, probably up to like 300 pages in A Court of Silver Flames. I'm still actually reading that book now, but yeah, so far so good. I very much enjoyed each book I read in the this challenge. except for A Villain Kiss, of course. But everything else I've enjoyed. I am enjoying A Court of Silver Flames right now. Like, but yeah, those are the books I read in this challenge. Those are my rating on the books, my thoughts on the books. Like I told you guys, I was not here for A Villain Kiss because the way that book was so toxic, it just wasn't it for me. I don't know if that's with all dark romances or was it just that dark romance because it was so short. I feel like being that it was so short that she was trying to jam pack a lot of information into 220 pages when she could have just made the book 400 pages and did the book some justice, because the bones was there. Like the meat was there, but the bones wasn't. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Give me some more book rates down below in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. If you read any of these books, what's your thoughts on those? And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.